Hello, hello, hello. Today, I want to talk to you about surveys and how you can incorporate them into your campaigns, and also rules that you can set that can help you group people in the back end, so it can help you with your segmentation. The reason I'm talking about this today is because last week, no, not last week, this week, I sent a survey out to my audience because I'm really honing in on my MailerLite offerings. And I thought, actually, I've got people who are doing various different things. They come to me for email marketing, but they might be working across different platforms. They might not be there yet. So I wanted to find out who's actually on MailerLite, who's using it. So then I can figure out who are the people who are most likely to buy my services. And that's not to say I will disregard everyone else, but those people will no doubt going forward get more emails, more sales emails. Sorry, guys, if you said yes, than the other ones, because these are the people that I know that definitely are on MailerLite, and they're definitely on my list, and they're definitely engaging and clicking with my emails. So therefore, for me, if you're one of those people, you are ripe for me for my services. I'm just going to say it boldly and plainly as it is. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you how to do that in MailerLite and how that works. So if you bear with me, I am just going to share my screen. What I would also say is on that, so this is my dummy account, but I had a 47% click to open rate on that campaign that asked just one question, which is phenomenal, if I do say so myself. I was totally blown away by it, I'm not going to lie. So here we go. We're at the campaigns. This is where the campaigns are. And I'm just going to dive straight into the content so that we can start building it. Let's have a look. So everything's on the left-hand side, as you probably know. So the survey element section is under special. So let's bring this in. We value your feedback. I do value your feedback. So the same as other elements, if you click on this part, it will bring up the options, what you can do with it, the content. It will bring you the content style, so you can change things around. You can change the sizing. This is completely different branding to my actual brand, so I might have to update this at some point so that it actually looks like what the tech and balance VA services. But anyway, I digress. So let me just click back in this again, and here we go. So you'll see we've got an intro. So it's automatically set up with a intro. And here it says to add an outro template to finish your survey with a thank you message. Now, what I've discovered with the way that the surveys work, if you have an intro and an outro, then your answers are more likely to be clicked. Some people will be reading it on like a mobile device or within the web browser, and that will already be those answers will be flagged. But when you're taking it out of so even if it's on your mobile, when you're what this element does, what the begin does, is it takes you into a new window, and it allows you to click the button, which then allows those tracking links to be tracked back. And then when you click the next answer and you go next to the outro, that then finalizes the survey, and it kind of goes tick, it's almost like a submit button. So I always say use an intro and an outro and however many questions you want in the middle. So with this one, I asked one question and I got that massive click to open rate, I think because I only asked one question as well. So let's have a look. So this is what we did. Intro, I value your feedback. So that's fine. So we're going to click on this little edit button, this little pencil, and you can change it, anything, the question as it's called, so the title, and then you can add a description. So I'm just going to basically copy not exactly what I did on Tuesday, but pretty similarly, because I can remember this bit, help a girl out. I put in my sort of description at the top, so I explained what I wanted to do. I literally was like, guys, I'm sending you this email. Please, can you answer this question? That's it. We're done. Thank you very much. I kind of got a bit overexcited with everyone the Thursday before, where I got a bit, I got a bit wonky with my links and it all went a bit wrong, and I ended up sending out 3 emails in one morning, which was not, some people use it as a tactic. I absolutely do not use it as a tactic, and I was absolutely mortified. But anyway, I digress. So literally, help a girl out, begin, save changes. Then I want to add a question template, so I'm adding another question here. It's automatically brought up satisfaction score, but as you can see, we've got a little drop down here on the right hand side, and you've got various options. So I can create a matrix. I could do a multiple choice with an image, which is quite nice. I could do a like or dislike. I'm not sure where the little like dislike signs are there. And then I'm just going to go for a multiple choice. So multiple choice, and then we're going to edit it. So again, you've got your question line here. So I'm going to say, which one are you? And you can add a description again, depending on the complexity of the question. I'm not going to add a description, but let's say here's a description. I am going to add a description just so you can see what it looks like. Now we've got the option to allow multiple answers, which basically means that you can click 1, 2, 3, you can click multiple answers, so you can have more than one. We don't want that. We just want them to answer one question because we want to segment them. We want to group them according to their answer. And this is basically a yes or no question. The question I asked my audience were, are you on MailerLite? Are you on something else? Or are you not emailing yet? So you can't have all three. So it was just, a question, answer this, this, or this. And so I only gave them the option to answer that question. You can also add other, and someone can put in some free text. Again, not going to do that. And so I'm going to reduce it down to 2 answers, and we're going to say answer 1 and answer 2. And you can have a button that just says next. So we're going to add that in. So then that will prompt them to click next. You don't have to have that, but it's just, we had begin. So now we've got next. And then, no, I'm going to change it to submit, sorry. Submit. And I'm going to click. So that's save changes. And then I'm going to add one last one, which is my outro. And then I'm going to click on my little edit, and I'm going to say, thanks, mate, you're a legend. And that's it. Save changes. And so if we have a look at that in preview mode, this is going to be my engaging and informative content that will help my readers understand the message. Help a girl out, begin. Answer 1, answer 2. Submit. Thanks, mate, you're a legend. Survey submitted. So let's come out of there. And then we come to the clever bit. You'll have noticed there's usually quite a lot of spacing around the survey. So you've got the options of the padding, the same as before. What I would say is test it, because actually the spacing often looks quite different here than it does when it's in your inbox, and also it'll be different on your mobile. And you can also have it as a standard form where it kind of looks like it's part of the email, so it's part of the email frame, or you can have it boxed so that it looks like very much like a separate element. And I think you can change the border color here. So let's go for example, there we go. And you can increase the thickness of the border. So there's all the options that you would get normally, and how to change the look of it. Let me click back in this. So now we come to the fun part, because I'm a techie. I think it's fun, not a trekkie. Let's go to the rules. And this is where we can set our rules. So what I want is that when someone has gone to question 2, what I want them to move to a certain group depending on their answer. So let's add a rule. So rule 1, select a question. Which one are you? Is answered. So I want it, yep, it's answered. and then it's add subscriber to a group. So this is the action. So if they've answered it, what will happen? So what I want to happen, so you can even skip questions, so you can have a dependency throughout the survey onto the questions. I want to add a subscriber to a group. I don't want to move them because I don't know what groups they're in. So what I want is to just add them to a new group that I've created called Answer One. And this is for anyone who has, so it's subscribers, add Answer One. What I haven't done here, spot the mistake, is I haven't said answered with a specific answer. So my answer is if they say Answer One, I want them to add them to Answer One group. Save changes. Now, I haven't set up an Answer To group because I didn't think that far ahead, but you can also do that where you add a rule where it's an Answer To group. So for example, with the MailerLite one that I sent, I now have 3 groups, and I have a group of people who are not using MailerLite because they're using something else. I have a group of people who are not using MailerLite because they're not using anything yet. So that's interesting to know that there are people who aren't emailing yet. So that's good information. And then we have a bunch of people who are my people that I'm going to be super interested in when it comes to selling something. Sorry, guys. And they're the people who use MailerLite. And then we just click save, done editing, and you would schedule it in your usual way. Now, when it comes back to you, it will be under your reports. So it'll be I haven't sent any emails, but it will be in your reports for when you look at view report of your email, it will show you there, and it will show you the survey element to it. And you will also be able to see, because you'll see people in your subscriber groups. So say, for example, this is just, I've got this Answer One. So what will happen is anyone who answers Answer One will automatically go into that group. So I will know that all these people in this group, all 0 of them, because I haven't sent the campaign, or 25 of them hopefully Answer One, and I will know that about them. So then if I know that that's a particular interest, or that's what they prefer, or that's what they are, then I know that I can change my messaging to target just those people. And so that is how you can not only incorporate a survey into your campaign, but also how you can use it to understand more about your audience and segment them and start sending more targeted emails. Thank you very much. Any questions, let me know.